Hey YouTube, Blastoise Rules here with PSA Returns number 13. This was the May 2015 order, so I got this one back before the previous order because PSA didn't send them back in order for some reason. The newer one that I sent, it took them 3 weeks to literally get it into their computers, and then about a week to send it back, so I got it in a month. This was a 5 users total submission, so let's get started. First user, Pokey Squiddy, sent 3 cards. So Alexis sent a Groudon EX from Crystal Guardians, came back as a Mint 9. Shiny Charizard from Plasma Storm, came back as a Mint 9, which is higher than I would have graded it, which upsets me because there is edgeware on it. Don't know if she pulled it straight from the pack or not. There's probably no scratches on it, obviously. And a full art Rayquaza from Dragons Exalted. Came back a Mint 9 as well. Very awesome card. As you can see here, she got straight 9s. 9, 9, 9. So, good job there. Next user, Pokemon PSA Collector 12, sent 6 cards, all from EX Team Rocket Returns. We got a Reverse Holo Dark Dragonite, which is normally a non-holo rare in the set. Came back a Mint 9. The Dark Tyranitar, same thing, reverse, came back as a Gem Mint 10. This is a nice one to have in the collection. Congrats, man. A Rockets Entei EX. This one I'm definitely jealous about. Gem Mint 10. Pretty sure I graded mine and it came back an 8, but I'm not 100% positive, so. Probably a pretty pricey card. Probably easily worth, $100 or whatever. A Rocket Snorlax EX. Mint 9. Have this in an 8 myself. A Mint 9 Gold Star Mudkip. And finally, a Here Comes Team Rocket's Secret Rare. Mint 9 as well. So, I think he got 110 and 5 9s, if I'm correct. Let's see. Oh, he got two 10s and 4 9s. So, 1 and 3 for a 10 is actually pretty good on English cards. Next user, Salvador. 1 lonely Japanese Togekiss Diamond and Pearl Dash Dawn Gem Mint 10. Unlimited edition. He sent me some more cards, but they were in the previous submission, number 12. So I gotta wait to get those back to ship them back with him, with this. Next user, Rocky Dog, an eBay or base set collector on YouTube. Sent a ton of really awesome stuff. First edition base set stuff. We have a Mewtwo. Came back as a 9. Gorgeous card. Have it in, I think, a 7 myself. And a 9 on a Ninetales. Those were the 2 holos he sent. They look pack fresh, but they're not cut correctly, so that's why they didn't grade tons. Next, we have some commons and uncommons. A few of these I'm going to be working on a deal with him to buy off of him. Some of the 9s. Arcanine came back as a 9. First edition. First ever print run. Definitely the hardest print run to find. Some of these uncommons are actually quite hard to find, like this one. Graded. There aren't very many of these floating around graded wise. The last few on eBay sold, but they were at like best offers, so wanted to work out a deal for it, but he's wanting more for it than I'm willing to pay, so that sucks. Hopefully it doesn't sell, so in the future I can buy it off him. A Gem Mint 10 Yugioh. Sent one of these in a previous submission. I don't know if it was last month or the one before that. Came back a Mint 9. I will be working out a deal for the Mint 9 one. But now he's got a Gem Mint 10 for his collection. These get really hard to purchase, especially the uncommons, and Gem Mint 10 are like $60 a piece on a lot of them. 40 to 60, and obviously I can't afford that right now to purchase all of them. Then we got a Kadabra Mint 9. This is another one of them that I plan on working on a deal for, so this will be going into my collection. This one, a Mint 9 Dugong, which he's going to send me, which we may end up pushing off on that one for now until he sends more cards for grading, and I think the Super Potion as well is going to go into my collection, so awesome there. Happy to get a few of the uncommons out of the way, especially with them being mint, so the prices weren't too bad, so I figured he's going to sell them, might as well pick them up, so you'll see a brief cut here as this original video ended up getting corrupted, so I had to record the first part. But stick around for the rest. I hope you guys enjoy. Next, we got AnotherAWESOME. Came back as a Gem Mint 10. Really awesome. Obviously would love getting 10s on these, I just don't have the money to fund it right now, so. And better than that, I might actually in the future buy a couple first edition packs if I can find a decent deal on them and open them, even if they're going to be non-holo rares, just so I can get some PSA 10s on them for my collection. So sweet card. Next we got a Diglett, came back as a Mint 9. The commons here on the 9s, he said they're for sale, but I'm really after the uncommons right now, so I'm going to pass on the commons, even though they are a pretty good deal. So we got Diglett, Magnemite, Mint 9 as well. Got a Gem Mint 10 Nidoran. Goes great with the Nidorino, both 10s. Now you just need a Nidoking and a 10, which might be a little harder as it goes for like $500 or $600. Squirtle Gem Mint 10. Crazy because the last one he sent also came back a 10, so congrats on that, man. This is definitely one you can sell and get like $60 back out of. It actually went down a little bit. There's a lot of sellers selling these now. First edition base set cards. I've been seeing some Gem Mint 10 commons like going for 15, 20 bucks. Enough where I'm going to pick some up eventually, so got that. Sent one myself in order 12, the one that should have shipped back, so I'm hoping for at least a 9 on mine. I think the only thing I saw on it was a dot of lightning on the corner, but we'll see. Next, we got a Tangela Gem Mint 10. Very nice. That is one I own in a 10 already. Then we got some trainers and stuff, a couple of them. Plus Power Gem Mint 10. These are all first edition base guys, the original English set. The limited edition printing that was very hard to find. Then we got the Super Potion. This is a uncommon. Came back as a Mint 9. This is another one that I'm going to purchase off him. It's worth the price, so I'm going to pick it up. The last two first edition base cards before we move on to the rest of his cards were a energy removal, came back as a mint 9. I have to say I really like the newer cases as well here. They look a lot nicer than the older ones. And a gem mint 10 fire energy. The energies are really cheap graded. They're like, I think 20 bucks, something like that. Other than the double colorless energy is the expensive one, but good job there. Rest of his cards are in this stack here, so we'll continue. Got one Fossil Hollow, a first edition Zapdos, came back a mint 9. Have this exact card, exact grade myself. This is one I'm stoked about for him. It's too bad mine didn't come back as a 10. Dark Blastoise Hollow came back as a gem mint 10. That's crazy. I don't know how it graded a 10. Because personally, that corner has a dot of lightning on it. I would have given it a 9. Yeah, that's crazy. Really jealous of that one. Especially seeing how Blastoise is my favorite Pokemon, so. We got some Neogenesis Hollows next. Sent some Meganium. 3 of them to be exact. The first one is number 10. These are all first edition. This one came back as a Near Mint 8. And then we got number 11. The first one came back as a Near Mint 8. And the second one came back as a Mint 9. Mint 9s are pretty good grades on those. I'm wondering which of these I'm missing, and I don't have one of these in first edition, I think. I don't remember. I think it's that one. I'm not positive, though. So, 2 8s and a 9 there. Cards are getting harder to grade. Even if you have a pristine card with just scratches on the holofoil, you're looking at an 8 apparently. I'll explain that as we get through my cards in a minute. But next we have a Entei first edition Neo Revelation, which is Neo 3. Came back a mint 9. Fantastic card. I think I have 3 of them in an unlimited. Don't have first edition yet. These are like $25 a piece, ungraded for near mint. And the last 2 cards he sent were for a friend of his, I believe. 2 Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck 89 star rookies. They both came back 8s. On these, one of them I would have actually graded lower. If you can see right there on the top of the diamond, it's missing part of the holofoil. I don't know if it's a factory error or if it rubbed off, but yeah, I would have given those a lower grade. Gem Mint 10s of this card are going for like 250 bucks, so too bad. No 10s on those, and they both came back the same grade. Rest of the cards here are all my own. I think I sent 33-ish. A ton of Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, I sent a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh! Than I did Pokemon. So I think I sent 19 Yu-Gi-Oh! And 13 Pokemon, but we'll go through them. Here we have my Dark Blastoise. I already sleeved these. These are in the perfect fit sleeves that I did a review on. They actually look really nice and they're really tight fit. First edition Dark Blastoise. Team Rocket came back as an 8. The only thing wrong with it are there are scratches on the holofoil. There is no edge wear. There are no other scratches on the card other than on that holofoil. So obviously, when it was pulled out of the packs, somebody like pulled it off of the other card where it got scratched. That, or it was in a binder page where it got scratched. Too bad. I do have quite a few of these, but I've been grading them. I think I sent one in order 12 as well, possibly, which I haven't gotten back yet, so I don't know the grade on that. But 2 of these left ungraded, I think, and then I have another PSA 8, so I'm getting the same grades, which is upsetting, but I would like at least a 9 on it. A 10 would be fantastic, but, you know, I'm not going to go spend $100 for one, so awesome card, though, nonetheless. Next, 2 cards. Oh, I think I pulled the rest of these myself. 2 cards I pulled pack fresh in English. I think I only sent 2 English cards, Pokemon-wise. Shiny Charizard. Another one came back as a 9 once again. Yeah. So I pulled 7 of these now. I think I've graded 5 of the 7, or 5 of the 8 that I own. Everyone has come back as a 9. I pulled them all myself. I'm waiting for a PSA 10 in English for my set, and it's just not happening, so I don't know. PSA gets on my nerves. It's really hard to get 10s on them, I guess. There's only, I don't know how many, maybe 13 PSA 10s out of the 2+100 that are created. So, yeah, nearly impossible. And then we got this Deoxys Full Art Plasma Freeze, Mint 9 again. Both of mine are 9s in English. I was really expecting a 10 on that. I don't know why it didn't get it. Too bad, too. I would have loved an English PSA 10 on one. But it is what it is. So now that basically, go figure, the first 3 cards that I sent out of my 32 being the ones that I was actually really upset about. We get into the better graded stuff here. So we start here with an English Dive Ball. Gem Mint 10, that's a shiny. Really expensive card now that it's a 10. I would say it would probably sell on eBay for several hundred if I were to sell it. But I'm going to keep it for now. And then my full art Rayquaza EX came back as a 10 as well. That's so awesome. Just sent my first 1 out of 5 of these, and comes back as a 10 is fantastic. So super excited about these 2, especially, both being English. So yeah, out of English I sent 4 newer series cards, and half of them came back as 10s. So that's, I mean, not bad at all. They are really hard to grade 10s on, so happy with those 2. Then we got some Japanese stuff here. Some full arts and EXs and megas and stuff. We got a Primal Kyogre EX full art. I hate how they name this. It's missing the E at the end of it. But it did come back a Gem at 10. I think I pulled the rest of these all myself. Full art Gardevoir Gem at 10. These are Japanese. There's that Mega Gardevoir Full Art Gem Mint 10. So I got them both right there, side by side. Gorgeous cards. I pulled that one off camera in a special edition box. We got 2 megas here. Just sent 2 for now, I guess. Mega Golade EX, Gem Mint 10. Mega Rayquaza EX, Gem Mint 10. Really nice. Both from Emerald Break, which is X and Y 6, which is the previous set. Mint 9. Alright, these next 2 cards I was upset about. really, when I get 9s on Japanese full art, it really upsets me. So, Hydreigon came back a 9. Full art. And so did the Rayquaza. So, I got a 10 on my English one, and I got a 9 on my Japanese one. Which is odd, because it's usually flipped around, so I don't know what the deal is. PSA is a pain in the butt, because the value of this card just dropped by about 5 times from it not grading a 10, so upset, but whatever. And Emerald Break, Shiny VS Seeker, did come back a 10, so that's one I'm super excited about. Japanese Shiny. That's it for Pokemon. The rest are Yu-Gi-Oh here. Stick around though, guys. If you guys ever were into Yu-Gi-Oh, you're definitely going to want to watch this, as these are a lot of reprint cards of, you know, really, really, really old cards that came out in the first sets. So, let's see. Exodia set. Left arm. Left leg, 9s. Head, right arm, right leg, PSA 10. Yeah, pretty crazy. I can't believe I got 10s on these. Super happy. Now I just want to complete the set in a PSA 10. So these aren't LOB. These are premium gold, by the way, which is the newest, one of the newer reprint sets. But still, to get 10s on them. Most of the cards end up getting scratched straight out of the pack, so getting 10s is fantastic. That's actually how this one went. It got scratched straight out of the pack. This left leg, Mint 9. This is sadly the only one I pulled, though. I've opened a ton of premium gold boxes, but I've only pulled one of these, so I did buy another one. It has scratches on the back like this one did, fresh from the pack, so it will probably grade a 9, sadly. But that's going to be the hardest one I have to pull a 10 on. So then here's the left arm. These are first edition, guys. They are secret rares. Or, no, they're not secret rares in this one. These are gold rares, I guess. They're like golden ultra rares. This is a 9 as well. And sent another one of these in the last submission, so I'm hoping on a 10. I did pull, I think, 4 of them total, so I have a good chance of hitting a 10 on one of them. So the rest of these are Yu-Gi-Oh. We'll just continue. I got lots of 10s, by the way. We got a Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is a gold rare from Premium Gold. Return of the Bling as well. Came back as a Gem Mint 10. Super happy about this. Going to stay in my collection for sure. This is one of the 2 that I pulled, but it's an awesome card. Necros of Bryonic. Not as much of an expensive card as it was before, but these are first edition, and they were both packed fresh by myself. Only 2 packs apart, so I did 2 separate videos. I think I opened 3 in one part and didn't pull anything super valuable. Then I opened 3 more, and then I got a Bryonic, something else, and then another Bryonic. So they're both here. They both came back as 10s, which is crazy. I'm gonna throw one of these up for sale on eBay. Still believe these are the only 2 PSA 10s in the world. Can probably get quite a hefty profit off it. Can use the money from that to help pay my vehicle off. So gonna throw one up sometime soon. Next, we got a Vampire Lord. Secret rare from Dark Crisis. That's so weird. Right here they put DCR, but they didn't put Dark Crisis. There. Gem at 10. Pulled it. I think I pulled all these. That came out of a... I pulled it out of a Legendary Collection box. The first one I opened. Next, we've got the 3 Egyptian God cards. These are the Ultras. Yeah, Promo Ultras, Legendary Collection. So they're LCO ones, I think it is. We got Obelisk, Slifer, and Ra. Sorry, guys. I'm rather tired right now. Mint 9 on Obelisk, sadly. I got a 10 on a Slifer, and a 9 on the Ra, so... I did send another Obelisk and Ra in the last submission, so... Let's see if I can hopefully hit some 10s for my collection, and then I can sell off the PSA 9s. The rest of the cards, well, they're all at Joey's World except for this one. We got a Yugioh's World, Monster Reborn, Ultra Rare. Came back as a Gem at 10. Fantastic. Both of my Joey World copies of this were probably grade 9s. One has an ink mark on it, the other one has some pack fresh scratches. So, and I did actually pull another Ultra from this set, Legendary Collection 3 Yugioh's World, yesterday. Went to Shopco and bought a box, so that's cool. Then, Joey's World, we got Red Eyes Black Dragon. These are all first edition, basically, except I think the Monster Reborn isn't. Or the rest of these are all first edition, all the Joey's World ones. I think they're only printed in first edition. You can see there, gorgeous card. Gem at 10. I sent Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Came back a Gem at 10 as well. Took me like 4 or 5 boxes to actually pull this card. It's only about a $10 to $15 card, but I didn't stop opening boxes until I pulled it. The boxes were only like 20 bucks a piece anyway, so... Which really isn't a bad deal. You get 15 holofoils out of the mega packs, and then you get the promo, so it's like 23 holofoils or something per box. It's about $1 a card. And then you got Rigeki. This is from Joey's World. This one came back as a Mint 9, sadly. I think every single Rigeki I've pulled, which is a ton by now, Premium Gold, Return of the Bling, I think I pulled 3 or 4. I pulled, I think, 2 out of Joey's World, and I pulled one from Yugioh's World yesterday in that box. There's scratches like right on the foil here on every single one. I swear. Except maybe the gold versions. I'm going to have to check those, but the other ones do, which sucks. We got a 9. It's a cool card, nonetheless. Really expensive card. $15 to $25 just ungraded, so impressive. Polymerization, Joey's World. Sent it even though I knew it was going to get a 9. I just really like the card. It was printed originally in the Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon set, the first ever set to be released. So they came back as a Mint 9. Like I said, I think the only thing that was wrong with it were lights, pack fresh, a couple scratches out of the pack. Pulled another one yesterday from Yugioh's World, so that's nice at least that I got one from that set as well. Last two cards go hand in hand. Harpy's Pet Dragon. This is a card I've wanted literally forever, since my childhood, and finally I've gotten it. I actually pulled two from Joey's World. Gem Mint 10 as well. That was one big one that I wanted to come back as a 10, so super happy about that. And the final card goes with it, a Harpy's Feather Duster for removing spell and trap cards. Destroys them all on your opponent's side of the field. Originally a promo, but reprinted in Joey's World. Gem Mint 10 as well. So, pretty impressive, guys. My 32 cards alone, how many of mine came back as 10s? I think it was 21 out of 32, so basically 2/3 of mine came back as 10s, which was awesome. Super happy with it. Like I said, there's a few that I was upset about, primarily these two coming back as 9s and not 10s, but that, and obviously like the English Deoxys Full Art and a shiny Megazard. That one I was upset about. The Yu-Gi-Oh cards that graded 9 I wasn't upset about, other than the Exodia pieces, you know, hoping they'd all get 10s, but they didn't, so can't really be upset about it. I mean, the chances of already hitting 3 out of 5 right off the bat was awesome. And this one I was actually upset about, with it grading an 8. The only problem being scratches on the holofoil here. I was expecting at least a 9, so that sucked, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching anyways. I enjoyed sharing with you all these cards that got graded. If you were one of the 4 people who sent in this round, send me a message. I'll get your card shipped back to you. I just need your address to make sure I got it right. Salvador, which sent the Togekiss, you can contact me if you want, but I'm not going to ship it back until you get the other card shipped back, or in the next order. You sent some other cards, so hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Please leave a thumbs up on the video if you did enjoy. Love making these videos. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So this month is the last month before my subscription ends. So guys, get in now, because as of next month, I'm only going to be renewing my subscription when I get enough people to send, because it's going to be there's going to be a $5 fee for every user one time to send, and that's going to go towards renewing my subscription. It's going to help a lot, as I'm spending way too much money on cards, grading, and openings and stuff. I have a vehicle to pay for right now, so things are going to be rough, but I've got videos recorded for you guys, so I'm going to do my best not to open anything. It's going to be hard. Really, really flipping hard. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.